the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty West Coast, we greet you all good morning, good evening, whenever your timeline may fall. Time-appropriate greetings, indeed, to one and all. This is The Launch. My name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Angela. Here's some things everybody ought to know about. Just off the top of my head, you should call us. I feel like that's an important one. That number, 774-462-567. Pick up the damn phone and call your launch.
You missed a number there.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
5667.
Thank you. Call your launch, all right? God, I'm getting heavy. I'm getting hot right here in the intro. I'm sorry. I'm backing off. You can join us live, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. UTC at jblive.tv, and your podcasting to an app of choice. Come out on Wednesday. We come out on Tuesday for our members. The Mumble Room's going right now. Hello, up there, quiet listening, and our chat room. Links at weeklylaunch.rocks. In fact, if you can believe it, links to everything over at weeklylaunch.rocks. You can find all of that there. And I hope you do. The whole back catalog for you as well. So, Andrews, you wanted to talk about something that I often think about. I think about this a lot. I do have a video. It's a 2-minute video that kind of explains it if you'd like.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'll fill in any gaps.
Okay.
Not that I'm more knowledgeable than this video necessarily, but
you might be. But Ange wanted to talk about a topic that I think a lot about. I bet a lot of our listeners think about. It's called the innovation adoption curve. And this video, which we will link from the Rare channel, explains it. And we'll have a link in the show notes for you.
Have you ever noticed that some people adopt new products or behaviors sooner than others? In 1962, Everett Rogers, a professor of rural psychology, developed a theory called the diffusion of innovations to explain this phenomenon. Rogers found that individuals within any society fall into one of 5 different adopter groups based on how early or how quickly they adopt an innovation. Rogers' theory tells us that if you want to promote the widespread adoption of a new behavior like these, you need to market to each adopter group differently, using distinct communication channels and messages. Let's look at each group to find out more. The innovators are a small but important group because they are always the first to learn about and adopt an innovation. They are risk-taking, adventurous, and like being on the cutting edge. The innovators are responsible for introducing innovations to the larger population because they share their experiences with their friends and communities. The early adopters are also a small, forward-thinking group and are often highly respected as opinion leaders. Their endorsement of an innovation plays a key role in what we call crossing the chasm, which is when the adoption of an innovation bridges the gap between the trendsetters and the majority. About 2/3 of people in a population fall into either the early or late majority groups. The early majority take time to make decisions. They will observe others' experiences and will only adopt a product once they are convinced it has real benefits and that it is the new status quo. The late majority are more resistant to change, though they are very responsive to peer pressure. They want innovations to be very well tested and widely used before they will risk trying it. Finally, the last group to adopt a new product or innovation is called the laggards. Laggards are highly resistant to change, and they also can be hard to reach with marketing campaigns because they often have very minimal exposure to media. Laggards wait until an innovation is completely mainstream before they adopt it, and in some cases, they never do.
All right. So I thought that was a pretty good explanation. What do you think?
Yeah, those are the same videos that my DBT therapist uses.
Oh, really?
Like the same voice. Yeah, and cartoony.
That guy's getting some business.
Yeah, he is. It's pretty cool.
So what made you want to bring this up?
I don't know. I don't remember, but it is a good one. I feel like you fit into innovators.
Or an early adopter, at least.
Early adopter.
I feel like I live my life climbing out of that cave. What do you call it?
Chasm.
The chasm, where like it's before a product gets mainstream adoption, and it's kind of like it might not make it through the chasm. I feel like that frustrating middle part is where I spend my entire existence.
Yeah. Well, I tried to be somewhere in the second half of the curve with the iPhone.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I resisted it so hard.
Yeah.
And now I am.
It's inevitable.
But the type of people we do share. And I do like to try new things. You definitely like to try new things. So definitely between innovators and early adopters for sure.
Yeah, and then I think we all know, folks at the very end that are like
typically
the never adopters. Yeah,
typically older, or just it's just not your thing.
I remember I worked with a guy I was in my 20s and he was in his late 50s, and so kind of different ends of the spectrum. But we both worked in the IT department. But he didn't like phones and he didn't like any of this stuff, like new cars. But his car kept breaking down. On lunch, and then he wouldn't show up, and he didn't have a phone. So then one of us would have to go like do the loops where we knew who he was, and then we'd always give him the hardest time, like, man, just get a phone, just get a cell phone, man.
Right? It was so hard. We had to buy my mom her first phone.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was a whole thing, getting family to adopt it too.
Yes,
just so we could talk to them easier.
Also, I was very resistant to getting a car that had like features.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right?
I think that's common.
You already had all the features. And I'm I don't need that. I don't need that either. And then I happened to get a car that had some, and I'm like, okay, well, that's nice. So there's a couple areas where I have been more of the 2/3 majority, but for the most part.
The advantage to that is like, a lot of times the rougher edges have been sort of shaved off because the early adopters slammed their heads against it. Like Bluetooth still isn't
Provide
good.
Feedback.
But early Bluetooth was a nightmare.
Like, here's a good example. Podcasting 2.0.
Yeah.
Right? You're innovator on that.
Yeah, well,
you're literally
early at least,
partnering with the companies to bring that out. So
and now you see little old Apple adopting features from it. Little old company known as Apple. So that is I'd like to know where the audience falls on this.
Where are you?
Where are you on the adoption curve?
It's your time.
Let us know.
Boost from the web. Keep the show alive with Fiat fun coupons or freedom sets. Boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com.
I would bet the majority of them are more on the earlier scale side of things, but perhaps it's changing.
Adversary says they're in the 4th category.
Oh, yeah?
One who purposely goes against the system, making everything harder for themselves. That's funny. I actually choose, like, especially with
the cloud sync?
With my sewing projects. Like, I'm always doing the stupid, ridiculous things that everybody's like, why are you even doing that? And I'm like, I know. But it ends up being a really cool thing.
My
just
thought
a pain in the butt.
All these years, you're still manually syncing your music and photos. Like, that's definitely hard mode.
Yeah.
But it's a preference.
Yeah. It took so many phone power off, power back on, 2 different cables. I literally, and it was only recognizing 300 photos instead of the other 6,000.
It's getting buggy.
It is. Well, I ran out of space on my phone.
Oh.
I had a bunch of videos on there, so
it starts getting weird when that happens, huh?
Yeah, and the videos were gameplay, not anything.
I had a little, I like the iPhone. I have the Pixel 7 too, and there's these moments every now and then that totally just shake my faith in the iPhone platform. And last night, for a few hours, so it wasn't a big deal, but we didn't know for how long at first, Apple pulled Telegram from the App Store.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can't, we don't have Telegram on our Apple Watches. Like, really? I get notifications, but you cannot open the app. You cannot, you can reply to messages, but you cannot find or start messages.
I kind of use Telegram. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of use it a little bit.
Yeah.
And to just take
Telegram, my life.
Probably the number 1 used app on my phone, if maybe not the number 2. I don't know what else would be. Yeah. To just take it off my phone or take it from the App Store. They didn't remove it from the phone. But
no, they didn't.
It always shakes my faith. That always shakes. I don't know. And if they're going to pull Telegram, they'd pull other things I'd be willing to use, like Simplex or Signal, too. All right, boost it and tell us where you are at on that adoption curve, and we'll talk about it next week.
They're clever, quick, and patient. Every weakness gets explored. And boss keeps yelling warnings at the shadows by the door. Coyotes next door, sneaking round the farm. Nature's little cleanup crew with chickens on their radar. Coyotes next door. The coyotes next door.
So we have like a historical rock pile from the previous owners of the farm that's like concrete chunks and blocks and makes the perfect cover for a coyote den.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, a whole family of coyotes in these piles of rocks.
They're living inside the rocks?
Yep. They live inside the rocks. They live in the rocks. I know. It's crazy. And so just across the farm from where my RV is.
Such a pretty picture. Okay, now it's a video.
Yeah, well, so it kind of giving you. So I'm flying. People are watching the video version. I'm flying from the RV to where the rocks are
over a small body of water. Don't forget that.
And so, kind of just give you an idea of the distance of where this family of coyotes is. It's probably
just over the ridge.
Probably 500 feet as the crow flies, maybe.
Everything you see here is yours.
Yeah, that's all the farm. If you're watching the video version there. And so I first saw them in the mornings because I'd see them up on the rock piles enjoying the sunrise.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I realized that they were having babies. And they've had multiple babies. And we have what appears to be a very young coyote that we caught on camera recently. Probably 200-300
Where's
feet.
that footage?
I have it. Yeah, I'll show you. I mean, this was really this happened yesterday, and it was a massive, massive red alert because it was a young one, and he's just kind of out there doing his thing, living his best life, kind of figuring out where the food supplies are at. And the problem with chickens is they advertise where they're at.
Right. They cluck.
And there's a lot to like from a coyote's perspective, right? There's a lot to like. It's
about chickens?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you mean?
It's like having a stocked refrigerator nearby.
Right.
So they use these dens. Coyotes use these dens mostly when they're just raising the pups. I didn't know this because I'm trying to figure out what do I do about this because sometimes these things are getting 200-300 feet from my chickens. So they use these dens to raise the family, and it's actually sometimes a mom and a dad coyote. And then once the thing gets to about teenage years, the pups get kicked out and they disband the home. And they all kind of go off on their own way, and then they just sleep wherever they can sleep. They don't necessarily return to the same place every night if they can find a spot under a tree, something like that. I had assumed that these guys had a permanent home. That's what I figured. So I had been watching these rock piles for a while thinking, oh, I'm going to catch them. But no, they had dispersed out, and they were out in the fields. And I didn't know it until we came along and they mowed the fields because they're harvesting the hay. And it revealed that all of the coyotes had been just dispersed out in the fields. And once they cut that, they started coming closer and closer into the farm. And, coyotes love chickens. They'll eat anything. We have lots of blackberries on the farm. We have all that kind of stuff. So their den is right next to a blackberry, I don't know what to call it, a massive, massive amount of blackberries. Mm-hmm. And so they can eat on that. They can eat the rabbits. We have lots of rabbits. We have lots of insects and fruit and mice and things like that. So they have a decent supply of food. But when you have a whole family of them, I start to worry about it a little bit. And where they're at is kind of surrounded us now. They've essentially surrounded the farm and the chickens. I don't know if they're moving in on us or if it's just the way things have worked out, but they're kind of closer and closer, kind of forming a ring around the farm, which has been getting a little freaky. So yesterday I set up some new cameras to try to monitor some of this.
Oh, are they game cameras? Because I'm going to get a game camera for the backyard.
No, I'm going to look at something like that, but these are not. These are just Wise cameras.
Oh, okay.
Not great game cameras. So I guess once they get to teenage years, they start playing around and wrestling, and we're seeing that. And then every kind of couple of days, they get a little braver, and they get a little closer, and they get a little closer. And then if something goes wrong, they run back, and they hide, and they come back out, and they get a little closer, and they'll get a little closer because they're transitioning from mom's milk to needing to eat real food. Mm-hmm. And the mom forces them to just go out and find the food.
Yeah.
You got to go do it on your own, she basically says. So as summer progresses, I think we're going to have a bigger and bigger problem because they're going to get hungry and hungrier, right? And they're going to get closer and closer. They're getting pretty close now. So my concern is that we're basically going to go to war soon. By fall or winter, I would expect them to be kind of at our front door.
Yeah.
And that's a little concerning. So it brings me to what I'm actually going to do about it because coyotes will absolutely kill chickens.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't actually 100% know.
Oh.
I am considering getting a gun. Look at this guy.
Has been running around in the yard.
Look at that guy.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't he? He's kind of cute.
He is so cute. Oh, there's a chicken being like, come get me.
Yep.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
in the middle of the day.
I guess he's lost. He's slowly making his way closer and closer to the RV.
Mom!
About the last hour.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm lost.
Yep. But she was intentionally, I didn't know at the time, but they're intentionally kind of kicking him out.
Oh.
This was him kind of, learning the ropes a little bit. And that's
Oh my
200 feet from where the chickens are at.
Wow.
Out in the field. So yeah, that's the thing. So
Gosh, that was so cute.
And the birds themselves, right? Not only do they make noise, but the other thing that's serious about the birds is like the big problem is they're kind of messy with the food, so it gets all over the ground.
Yeah, right.
You toss them a corn, the cob is still there. They lay eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Rodents are attracted, and of course the coyotes want to eat the rodents too.
Mm-hmm.
And coyotes can monitor the automatic chicken coop doors, learn the schedule.
Oh yeah, right. They're like crows.
And then go for the kill.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So even that is wild.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that they are pretty good at like bending wire. So
yes.
even if you have wire, like
they'll go right through. They'll go right through the chicken coop.
They will figure out how to get in there.
So here's what we did initially, because we knew this was going to be a problem, is we built the coop on cement so they can't dig under the coop. And then the bottom of the coop is surrounded with metal, corrugated metal plating.
Yeah, right.
So they can't get through that.
Roofing material.
Roofing material.
Mm-hmm.
But then the upper stuff, they could, if they really
Easily.
wanted to. But
they could climb it, and then try to get in.
It's like, when we first moved out there, I'm like, oh, look at these coyotes we have. Oh, great, that's neat. Now I'm like, oh, God, they're going to kill my chickens. So,
Just
cameras.
To scare them? Like a BB gun or something?
Yeah, a gun.
To
I don't know.
scare them?
Maybe. I wouldn't be opposed to a BB gun. That's actually not a bad idea. I do think I want to set up like some cameras that are out. So all my cameras right now face inwards on the coop. They're all looking inwards. I think I need to get some cameras that look outwards on the coop so that way I can monitor them and I can see what they're doing during the day and see if, and I can also set up,
over there. What do you?
Oh yeah, we got some chicken noises. I get the dirtiest chickens. Look at this, Ange. Look at these birds.
Gosh.
Look at that. Look at that. So I got cameras on the birds right now. I got that solved. But what I don't have is cameras outside the birds. And then I set up Frigate. And Frigate now has dog detection enabled. So I will get specific alerts and telegram when a dog is detected running around the property for the places I do have cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe a BB gun, cameras and lights is part of it.
Is there a scent or a sound that would
detract? That's a good question. I don't know.
Detract. Yeah. Have you had a conversation with Gemini?
Yeah, a little bit. It's mostly focused on light and noise.
Oh, okay.
Like, I guess they don't like lights. They're incredible jumpers, too. So, like you said, they can jump around.
Yeah.
But it's like the physical barrier is the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like all the technology on top of that to try to alert us when it's happening. The other thing that makes it tricky is like, when do we let the chickens out now?
What about electrifying the chicken wire
a gate around it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
The tough part is it's also their habitat.
Yeah, right.
Like,
well, I mean, not this particular part of the property, right? You gotta own your part.
Yeah. But like, we were technically came second. They were technically there first before us.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
And I don't mind them eating rodents, right? I don't mind them eating the rodents. And we have so many bunnies that somebody needs to keep the bunny population down. So there's that. It's like if I could just, write up a contract with them and be like, okay, this is your perimeter.
Right.
You cannot cross the perimeter. Inside the fence, we got
just put up some signs that say no coyote zone.
Right.
I mean,
that should work fine.
Simple agreement.
Should be fine. Should be fine. It's weird, too, because it got a lot more serious after they had pups. And they had a lot more food. And I'm like, we weren't.
Well, and dumb kids that, haven't learned human boundaries.
And we didn't realize how many there were until the hay got mowed and harvested.
Yeah.
And one of them got, I think, maybe caught in the harvester.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, and then an eagle and a vulture had a fight over the dead body.
Okay.
So that was interesting.
Yeah.
But I realized
National Geographic.
There's a lot more coyote action going on than I had planned on. Why does everything have to be hard?
Right.
I had to get chickens with coyotes within sniff range. It's just nuts. So this is a weird one, but if you got any tips for me, please do let me know. I'm going to need it. I don't know what to do. I'm going to need a minute to think is what I'm going to need.
Now's the time. It's the song of the week. Remember, you can boost the track. They sure like that.
And our track this week is by Abel James, and the name of it is Particular Man.
way hot. My beer cold and strong. I need my evenings dark, or I'll be up all night long. Like my blue jeans dry, my glasses jet black. Need my belly full, but I can't do it with no snack. I'm as stubborn as a mule. Can't afford no big fat jewels, and I always get myself in trouble, 'cause I love to break the rules. Said I'm a damn particular man, but my baby loves me just the same. Yes, she does. Sometimes I'm even more than I can stand, but she loves me just the same. Yeah. Said I'm a damn particular man, but my baby loves me just the same. For TV or eating no sweets. Sometimes I play inside all day, 'cause I can't take the Texas heat. I don't want no fine dinners or a big fast car. I trade any thumping club for some cheap dive bar, and I don't care about the drapes or the patterns on our plates. You'll find me drinking from the bottle with a smile on my face. That I'm a damn particular man, but my baby loves me just the same. Yes, she does. Sometimes I'm even more than I can stand, but she loves me just the same. Yeah. Said I'm a damn particular man, but my baby loves me just the same. But my baby loves me just the same.
Well, I'm just going to make a quick call to my launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
All right.
Ooh.
Do they call their launch, Ange? Do they call their launch?
Yeah, well, a couple people did, but we need more people to call in.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
That's why I got all fired up in the intro.
Yeah, this episode is packed with things that people have comments on. So,
I hope so.
So call in and
we
let
need
us
your help.
know.
Yeah, you could call in like Greg the lawyer did. He's our first caller this week.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Angela. Greg the lawyer here.
Hey, Greg.
And I just thought I'd call in to say how much I like the show, actually all of the podcasts, more than any other tech or tech-adjacent podcast. You guys kind of changed the way I do things in my life. I have Hermes agents that are helping me run my home lab. I'm calling you on a self-hosted asterisk PBX. So I thought you might find that interesting. And along the lines of the use of AI to help with home improvement projects, I didn't have it to design my yard drainage, but we are having our house repainted. And we use it extensively to decide on colors for the shingles. We had to have a new roof too.
Oh.
And then once we had that sorted out, we mocked up several alternatives for paint options, and it was just so great to be able to visualize it ahead of time. And it works so much better than the websites where it's just some generic house and it shows you the color, because you can actually see it
in your place.
house.
Yeah.
I mean, we're able to use it to narrow down our color choices, and nothing's is the same in real life as it is on digital, but it was darn close, and it really helped out. So
impressive.
I think I mentioned in my boost on Linux Unplugged, I'm planning on joining the Tesla community. That happens on August 5th. So I'm hoping to maybe leave some voicemails as I journey through the world of full self-driving.
Yes.
But with that, thank you, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Greg. I'd love to hear you call from the Tesla phone system. I've never heard what it sounds like on the other end.
Ooh.
You didn't say which one you're getting. And you definitely should try out the full self-driving trial. They're going to give you 30 days for free when you get a new car, and it's worth trying. It's going to blow your freaking mind.
Yep.
Wow, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited. Tell me how it goes, all right? Our next caller is Anton, and he's from Southern Illinois.
Hello, Chris and Angela. This is Anton from Southern Illinois, a first-time caller.
All right.
Calling in because you mentioned 2 fixer-uppers from my home state in the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yep.
They don't say Cairo like in Egypt, but Cairo.
Oh.
No idea why.
Good to know.
I live about an hour away from there. I also grew up about an hour and a half away from Decatur. If you look around the small towns in Southern Illinois, there are some nice old houses for not much money and in a lot better shape than those 2. In fact, I live in one of them.
That's why I didn't pick them.
Shows its age sometimes, but my family and I really love it.
That's good.
Any other JB listeners from the Southern Illinois area? I've always imagined I'm the only one in 100 miles. Someone call in and prove me wrong. Thanks.
Nice.
I would love it, because I guarantee you you're not, but are they listening to this particular episode? That's the question. I probably would have called that other town Decanter too.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. I do like it. If you are a local and we feature a big invest in your area and you want to tell us anything about the area, even if it's not about I love it. That is a unique opportunity. I think, I don't know, probably one of your favorite things, but my favorite things is putting faces to names and also names and locations.
Yes.
Just kind of like in my mind, it's fun to picture where people are at, and then like I daydream about like, well, if we're ever in a meetup and we ever do a meetup in this area, I know that so-and-so is going to be there at least or something like that.
Right.
So definitely call in if you're in an area that we cover and tell us about it. And if I get the name of the town wrong, tell me about it, because there's a 85% chance I'll forget the pronunciation, but that small chance is I might actually remember. And wouldn't that be a treat for all of us? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. All right. So with that, let's do some boosts.
And now it is time for Le Boost.
Adversary 17 is our baller booster, coming in with a generous 88,888 Satoshis.
Rich lobster! That's a spicy meatball!
And Adversaries says, quite elegantly, big boosty, 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 boost.
Boosty, 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 boost.
I agree. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate that, Adversaries. And Adversaries is in our mobile room in the quiet listening as well, which is really cool. Greg the lawyer comes in with a row of McDucks. That would be 22,222 Satoshis. And let's give him a little McDuck.
Things are looking up for old McDuck.
That's right.
Oh, wait. Okay, so 4 twos is a row of ducks.
Yeah.
But 5 twos is a McDuck.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have like an outline of the different boost levels somewhere?
No, not
It
really.
might be cool to make a graphic.
It should be on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We should. That's,
This old duck still got it.
that's good thinking there, Ange. Greg writes, this is one of the best podcasts I've ever heard. Wow.
Yeah.
The topics are interesting. The banter is fun without being a distraction, and I get to hear some new tunes. Thanks for doing what you do. Well, thank you, Greg.
Yeah, this was the guy that...
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Voicemailed.
Yeah. And between Greg and Adversaries, basically saving the show this week. Saving the show. And I will point out that Greg came in on the 30th, and Adversaries came in today before the show. Like, just squeaking through, because we recorded late last week, so there hasn't been a lot of time between the two episodes.
Oh, yeah, there hasn't.
Yeah.
That would also explain these 2 voicemails. Yeah.
That is it. Yeah. Truly, though, Greg and Adversaries being the MVP. Thank you very much. Also, Pabby coming in with a generous 6,969 Satoshis. Time travel boost. I'm slowly catching up. In LEP 652, you talked about still considering yourself a gamer, although barely gaming. I had waves of the same for many of my hobbies, but we still have an in-person LAN weekend with 20 people every January going for 20 years.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Mad respect. Also,
yeah.
PoE2 has caught me this last year, and I've been sinking 1,000 hours there.
What is that?
Prince of, nope. PoE.
Prince of Egypt?
No, I almost have it. See,
PlayStation.
My gaming now has devolved into when I can get other people on the couch.
Path of Exile.
That's it. When I can get other people on the couch to sit down and play Nintendo with me. That is now. I have fallen so far. It's so bad. It's so bad. But one day, I think. Oh, hey, look, Woodland Geeks came in with a Spaceballs boost. Another great one, 12,345 Satoshis.
Yes, that's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage.
And Woodland Geeks says, boosty, boosty, boost, but play it backwards.
Soupy, 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 soup.
Oh, I was like, how are you going to do that? Okay, I want to hear that again.
Yeah, you want to hear it again?
Yeah,
All right.
I was so shocked that I actually made sounds over it.
Here's the original.
Here it is.
Boosty, 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 boost.
And here is the reverse.
Soupy, 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 soup.
Soupy, soupy, soup.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Hey, you send the right amount, you can get one reversed for you too.
Missy Elliott likes it.
She does. It's her lip plan yet. Otterbrain comes in with 10,000 Satoshers. Let's see. Let's give them a microphone.
Well, let's hear it, good buddy.
You got the mic, Otterbrain. Sending a boost for love and support. The show helps me get through the week. Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
He's a good guy.
He's a real good guy.
No, he's a great guy.
Big Mike comes in with 2,200 Satoshers.
Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Hello, friends. The transporter is going well. I can tell you how far I can go back, but the truth is, I don't care. I'll be in touch if anything goes wrong. Wish me luck on the journey. We do wish you luck. I mean, indeed. Best of luck.
You're doing very well.
We got a free member boost from Jimmy. Remember, if you are a Jupiter Party member, you get to boost every episode once for free. And Jimmy comes in.
This is a tasty burger.
I've been watching Strange New Worlds for the first time. The director of season 1, episode 10 seemed to do an excellent job. He's a good guy. Speaking of, he's a great guy, right?
You're doing very well.
Speaking of good guys.
Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
I reckon we get a special visit from the old crew. Alex would be nice, but Jar Jar Mike would be phenomenal.
Ooh.
You know, what gets tricky, right? As time goes on, we're all doing our own thing. And it just becomes harder and harder to schedule people because we're busy, they're busy. Coda Radio's still going. Alex is doing a bit flip. And his YouTube channel. So it gets hard. That's when, life. And it's me because I really don't have a lot of time to socialize with people outside of JB. Between the community and the co-hosts and the work and then family, that's all the bandwidth I have. So it's really a failing on my part. I think it would be fun. And I imagine when we're at an event, it'll happen spontaneously. All right. Nobody streams sats.
Oh.
Nobody streams sats.
Like not even during the song.
That's odd. That seems almost seems like
hard refresh.
A miscalculation, It seems like a, all right. I'm not sure. Nobody streams sats as they listen, but we did get some boosts. So when we bring it all together, we stacked 142,624 Satoshis. Not too bad at all.
Everything's under control.
I'm not going to panic about that. And I'm going to say thank you very much for supporting the show. That's a decent little amount compared to last week. Boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com if you would like to support the show with a boost, or Podcasting 2.0 app, or Jupiter.Party to become a Jupiter Party member. And then you just set your support on the autopilot and you get the bootleg and all of that. It's a pretty good deal.
Chris found a gem, an easy flip. Let's cash it in. It's barely standing, kinda scary, but potential's extraordinary. Just trust me, it's a winner. Just trust me, it's a winner.
Oh, the show's under attack. First, you've got the legal threats from Moose Incorporated, and now a local Colorado news channel is stealing one of our bits, and they're not even giving us credit. So I figured it's only fair to reverse steal, and what we're going to do is we're going to review them doing one of our bits and see if we think it holds up.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Yep.
All right, so I take you to Colorado, who is doing our bit.
In Colorado, northeast of Fort Collins, has a property listing that's so bizarre, so disturbing, it's gone viral online. Buyers are told they can't see inside, can't go inside, but they can buy it, then take their chances with the current occupant. Our Spencer Soysher was curious, so he went to Nunn and met a woman fighting to hold on to her small piece of Colorado.
Okay, so at first I'm like, oh, they're going to go there. Like, we don't have the resources to do that.
Right.
Maybe they got something on us here. Maybe they got us beat.
No interior photos. Sold sight unseen. No inspection allowed. Do not disturb the occupants.
Wow.
The ad is unreal, right? Who would buy a home, sight unseen, with an occupant still in it?
Tori
I'll tell you
McMeekin
who.
is the occupant.
I'll tell you who.
Oh.
She's the occupant.
Oh, no.
I guess she's like a squatter. I don't know.
Oh.
But I don't know. We'll find out. But I'll tell you who buys this. Somebody who's going to rip it to the ground and gives no Fs of what legal process they got to go through to get your butt out of there. And they're going to build something that's
better. Yeah.
That's who's buying it.
Mentioned in a bizarre and startling Zillow listing for a home in Nunn, Colorado, which tells people if you buy it, it's your job to get them out. Would someone be able to get you out?
It's going to be pretty difficult. I'm not leaving willingly.
Tori's husband died in a car crash amidst a nasty political dispute in town. People in Nunn know that story. People online just know the listing.
This is the last thing that my husband bought for me before he passed. This is where I raised my children.
Who owns it,
property has been part of foreclosure cases for more than 15 years.
The bank.
Bank that has
The bank owns
been unwilling to work with me as a surviving spouse.
Tori says her husband's name was on the loan agreement.
It is, and I totally feel for her. Had a neighbor that passed, and his house just sits there and rots now.
Yeah.
The banks don't give a crap about your loss. They don't. They're
about what you're going through.
Yeah, they don't give a crap. And a lot of times I think we expect them to give a crap. Like, she sounds like she kind of expects them to give a crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going to give her special privileges because she lost her husband a few years ago. Like, that does suck. They don't give a crap.
As a surviving spouse.
Tori says her husband's name was on the loan agreement and claims the bank wouldn't speak to her or accept her payment because of it. So she hasn't paid rent since.
We took out the loan, the actual loan on this house in 2006. In 15 years, 2021, this home would have been paid off.
Tori's been successfully able to appeal over and over again in court until she recently lost a court of appeals decision, and the listing went up.
I don't know what else you do. I've had 3 attorneys that could not even get this straightened out. So what do you do?
Her last hope, she says, to be evicted, relying on a 2024 change to state law that guarantees evicted tenants a right to a jury trial.
We put a lot of work into this property.
She's still got pride in where she calls home.
Doesn't
and
look
with the listing up, she jokes she's not a half-bad roommate.
I'm staying. They can come on in, but I'm not leaving.
What a situation.
She has a couple of vehicles there.
But it's a bit of a compound.
Yeah.
But the implication is that she could afford rent if they would just let her pay.
Right. I don't know what bank would refuse
doesn't want to
payment,
take money.
Right?
But
yeah.
It seems like
and she can probably prove that she's married to the guy that died, and
the
death
whole
certificate.
thing seems provable.
Yeah. Which is maybe why she's hoping for that jury trial, because
I would hope so. Yeah,
here's
right?
all this.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Wow.
I think they went too serious with it.
I think she gets some coyotes.
I think they went. Yeah. I think they went too serious. The premise is funny. You buy a house, but the person stays in it. Like, you could work with that.
Yeah.
But then they made it sad.
Yeah. Right.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
So let's shake that off.
Another helpful PSA. The more you know. From your pals, Chris and Angela.
Pals.
You like that?
No.
We're pals. So if you got any Starlink Mini questions, let me know. I'm deep in the research phase. I'm going to give a review of one.
What's a high level of what a Starlink Mini is?
So you know what Starlink is, right?
Yes, of course I
You
do.
get the dish and you mount it like on your home or something like that. Well, the Mini is you could fit
it's
it.
a mini dish?
Yeah, you could fit it like in a laptop backpack. And it comes with a little kickstand, and you can just put it on the ground, and you got Starlink wherever you go.
Oh, I thought it was just like a MiFi.
No.
Whatever.
And it has a built-in router and Wi-Fi, so it is also the internet router and Wi-Fi access point. There's a giant community of like battery systems, and it's very fascinating, and it's interesting tech too. So if you got any questions, let me know if we get a few good questions.
I have
Talk
2
about it.
questions.
Yeah.
One, can you use it while driving?
Yes.
Or I mean, like, you shouldn't use it while driving, but like, does it operate while driving? Okay. And then 2, what's the like the EMF or radiation?
That I
from it or
don't
whatever?
know, because it's also kicking out Wi-Fi. I mean, you don't have to. It does have an Ethernet port. You could do it wired.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Is it Ethernet or wireless? Or?
But otherwise, it's mostly, you know, the if you turned off the Wi-Fi, most of the transmissions are going to be to and from the sky, right? Receiving and sending.
Maybe.
That away.
Is it?
That away.
I don't know.
I'll find out. Yeah, and they come with mounts because it's so small. With suction cup mounts, you can just mount it to your windshield on the interior of your windshield. So it's on the inside shooting through the windshield.
But
who knows?
Yeah.
But would have been great on the trip to Canada, going through the mountains and all the Canadian highways that don't have cell signal.
Right.
People are out there in the Canadian wilderness in the Canadian winter with moose and elk walking about, and they're driving for God knows how long with no cell signal.
Okay, so
it's crazy.
Another question is, you're deep into research, which is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Commendable. If this was affordable, I think you'd already have it. So,
well, no, here's the thing.
Yeah, okay, explain this.
So, depending on your location, you can get it for $100 to about $300, depending on your location.
A month or altogether?
Altogether.
Oh,
and then you turn it on when you need it, and you turn it off when you don't need it, and so you don't get billed when you don't want it.
What do you get billed? Is it per like packet or
whatever? Yeah, whatever data plan you want. So there's like a $50 a month plan or like a $100 a month plan or whatever.
It's not pay for what you use.
No. And then when you don't use it, you can pause it.
Pause it. Okay.
If you have an existing
you have to
account.
remember to do that.
Yeah, but it's pretty easy in the app. So you just go in the app and you can unpause it and pause it immediately. Boop, turn it on, turn it off. So like when you say like you're...
But you've been charged $50 for a month. But is it a month?
No, they prorate. Usage? They prorate for your usage. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I see.
So like for 2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a deposit, and then they just deduct from it as you use it.
And then the one-time device fee. See you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's. Let me know. You know, if you got questions, you can write in and or boost in, and we'll cover them. But I think that's
or
it.
a voicemail in.
Yes.
774-462-5667.
There you go. That's the line. Give us a call, and also check out the links over at weeklylaunch.rocks. Back catalogers, Mumble Room infos, all of that over there, weeklylaunch.rocks, and all the great shows over at jupiterbroadcasting.com. You can also join us live, make it a vibe, next Tuesday. You know when. Go to jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar if you don't. And then catch us in your podcast app Wednesday morning. And you get the nicely edited version from Editor Drew. And our bootleg members, you're going to get the file in just a couple of minutes. We appreciate you, members. All right, that's it. From the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. All right. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate you. And stop.